Welcome, everybody. It's Friday. It's 2 o'clock. You know what that means. It's the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. It's a radio digest version of the Santa Clarita Gazette and Free Classifieds for everything you need to know to be in the know.
It's good to have you back, Doug.
Thanks. Where'd I go?
You weren't here last week, were you?
Well, that's right.
Where did you go?
I went to my hometown, Tucson, Arizona. It was only 112 degrees there when I was there. Very nice.
Only 100.
Very nice.
So it was springtime.
Yeah.
Springtime.
So we have a special guest, John.
We do. I was ignoring him for a little bit.
You can hear him every evening from 9 p.m. until midnight on the real side. What is it? Not the wrong side, not the far. How does it go?
Oh, it's not the far side? Wait a minute, that's copyrighted.
I thought you were going to say fart side. I didn't know. Okay.
It's not the far side.
It's not the right side. It's not the wrong side. It's not the left side. It's not the upside. It's not the downside. It's the right side.
Yeah. And Joe, it's Joe Messina, everybody.
This is like all home week. I used to do this at 2 o'clock. This was my.
I know.
We stole your slot.
And then you did.
I have to tell you,
better ratings than you did.
I fall asleep to your show every night, and I don't mean it that way.
Oh, yeah.
But ever since I've been a kid, I listen to the radio in my ear when I'm going to sleep. So now it's the real side.
Oh, cool. I'm glad to hear that.
So you're responsible for his wife.
You were the security guard in Texas.
Yeah, you're responsible for his wife getting very angry with him because he's not listening.
Used to be Johnny Carson.
Anyway, we had you on for a reason here, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Something broke today in the news. Did you hear about it?
Yeah, you're trying to get me fired, aren't you? Yeah, actually, I did hear about it, and I had a field day with it already today. You know, the justices voted. What was it? 5-4.
5-4.
Right. You know, another one of those political votes. Right. I've never understood the law is the law, and why it's so hard for these guys to get it right. But I called it a couple of weeks ago. I said that it needed to be pushed back down to the states. The way the Constitution reads, I've had a few constitutional scholars on the show, and they all agreed it should have gone back to the states.
It's a states' right issue from the start. I mean, but you can go back to, we can be a strict constructionist and say there's no right to privacy in the Constitution. I read it. It's not there.
Right. Well, there's no right to ban cigarettes from 8-year-olds either, but there's a little common sense to be used. But the states are supposed to be, it's a representative government. We live in the cities we live in the towns we live in, the states we live in, because we moved to those places because it's the kind of lifestyle that we want. And now they're coming in on every corner and say, well, no, that's not the quite way we want it for you, right?
Wait a minute. And I got a slight issue with that. Doesn't that restrict, because the decision was based upon the Equal Protection Clause.
Right.
Okay. And my Equal Protection Clause in Ohio should be the same as your Equal Protection Clause in California, regardless of whether it's liberal or conservative or whatever.
Who are you protecting? You're protecting 3%
of
you're protecting 3% of the country. You're protecting. Look here. You want to talk about equal protection? Where's my protection in California? We voted against Prop 8. Where's my protection?
Yeah.
I don't.
No, I agree with you there. I agree with you there.
Remind the listeners what happened.
I sound like Scalia, don't I?
A little.
Yeah, and you look like no. In 2008, California voted what, Joe?
Well, first we voted as a law.
Right.
Right, to ban safe-sex marriage.
Right.
Same sex.
And then, some judge who decided he was a legislator decided to push that down. Said, no, I can't do that. And then what was it? 2 years later or 3 years later, we came back and we said, okay, let's make it a constitutional amendment, because the first one said, no, you can't do that. It's not in the Constitution. Blah 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 blah.
All right.
So we did it. We did it the right way the second time, and what happened? That one got beat up too, right? So nobody cares what we think.
Okay, so let's move forward a little bit, because what is the ramifications?
Well,
we can yell and scream all we want, but what are the ramifications?
So here's my biggest itch now is what happens to the religious to the churches. You've already seen in Arizona and a few other states where the local city council or the local county council has passed human rights ordinances which would prohibit a pastor from refusing to marry a same-sex couple. What's going to happen with this now?
That's going to be the issue.
All right, now you've got a blanket law that says, and Scalia was right. Basically, what the court said was, if you go against same-sex marriage, you go against the Constitution. What a statement to make after what they pulled off yesterday.
Yeah.
With Obamacare.
Obamacare, which is, don't even get me started on that one.
This is all now just, it's really just a piece of paper.
The Obamacare thing, I get.
Yeah.
Everybody was so there you go, Obamacare's here to stay, it'll never be repealed. I'm like, you want to bet money on that one?
Oh yeah, they can kill
in a heartbeat.
If the Republicans had a half a brain, between
all
of them,
half
a brain between all of them, they would have never tried to repeal it like 56 times.
No.
They would have gone in there and started defunding bits and pieces of it,
and then gone into a single payer system. Well, we'll talk about that one.
In here in communist America, I agree.
And
Joe, what I'm concerned about,
if you got to have it, at least have it.
But there are other ways to do this that make so much sense. Really, seriously.
See, because that was one that upset me because I don't care what you say. The subsidies.
Nobody does. It's okay.
It's a tax.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Except
we're gonna
except
call
on
it,
Thursday. It wasn't a tax on Thursday.
Yeah, we're going to call it a
the first
subsidy.
Time. Man, maybe they're all smoking weed up there. I'm
Pretty
sorry,
soon,
Doug, you've lost control.
It'll be the Internal Revenue Service. You don't have to income tax. You have an income subsidy.
Yeah.
Real quick, we have a pastor coming on in a little while.
Right.
My church meets in a public school, and there's several, I believe, in this valley that churches hold their services in a public
Be careful.
school.
There's a lot of people in town that don't agree with that. They think
I know that, but what I'm saying, does that really put us more at risk than before being kicked out of the public if we don't agree to do what?
It's going to depend. It's going to depend on what the on what comes down with some of these rulings. I think our city council. I don't believe our city council will pass an ordinance that says, you can't.
Because, there's that thing called, the First Amendment?
None of this stuff matters. Where have you been the last 6 years?
I should not have, I shouldn't have paid attention in constitutional law class.
No, I mean, I really feel we are at a turning point in this country over the next year and a half. I think you're going to see some major changes or major fights coming up on the horizon. Remember, anything that goes into law now, we're not going to be able to turn it around in 12 months.
No.
It's going to take a while.
No,
Right.
It's not even close. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun for you guys.
It's going to keep you on the air.
Yeah, I know.
But we're changing. The whole
absurd.
country is just sliding towards socialism, and I mean, do you agree with that?
Sliding.
It is.
I think they're moving at almost at a full rate of freeway speed towards socialism.
And not L.A. freeway.
We want equality so much. I
Faster
mean,
than
Doug,
that.
you're a business owner, right?
Right.
So what they're coming in is saying that the cashier at Walmart deserves to make as much money as you do. He deserves to have the same rights you have.
Right.
You've put your house, you've put your car, you've worked 27.5-hour days. Why?
Yep. You're preaching to the choir. I agree with
Well,
that.
this was fun, Joe. Come in and cheer us up some other time. Jeez, wow.
Just a ray of sunshine.
All right, let's take a break now.
Seriously, thanks for coming in,
we'll
Joey.
grab a quick drink. Yeah.
We appreciate you coming in. Thanks.
We got a lot
Thank
to drink
you.
about. Jeez. All right, Joe Messina, not the right side, not the wrong side, not the
But
far
the real side. The real side. The real side.
The far real side.
9 to midnight, Monday through Friday, right?
Yep.
Okay, listen to him tonight, folks. 9 o'clock.
All right, on AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Clarita's hometown station.
Yeah, here.
Hey, guess where we
For
are?
now, anyway.
Yeah.
We're the Gazette Radio Hour on AM-1220 KHTS.
At 2 o'clock, my old time.
2 o'clock. All right, we'll be right back.
We're back, everybody, on the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. I'm Doug,
I'm John.
and we're on Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM-1220 KHTS.
That's pretty funny. You had to point at me like you wanted me to say I'm John
Yeah.
because you didn't know that I was
No,
actually going to
that's
say
good.
I'm
That was
John.
your cue.
Oh, I had a cue. I had a
Yeah.
cue. I didn't know that.
That's radio cueness.
I'd just like to do a little shout out to the people at the new KHTS studios.
Sitting there with no air
if
conditioning.
they're listening, it's freezing cold in the studio right now. Okay.
You're mean. On the line with us, we have, what are you, the president, Andrew? What's your title?
Yeah, I'm the founder, director, and instigator.
We have Andrew Skinner with us from the Triumph Foundation. For our listeners, Andrew, really quick, tell them what the Triumph Foundation is about.
I have a spinal cord injury, and I try to help out other people that are also dealing with paralysis to triumph over obstacles they face.
And how were you paralyzed?
I broke my neck 10 years ago in kind of a freak snowboarding accident, and my whole world got turned upside down, and I had to start back over.
I'm sure. So how do you help other people with similar issues?
Well,
kind
the
of stuff would
cornerstone
you-
of our outreach is giving out care baskets to people that are newly injured. We make bedside hospital visits to bring them kind of a toolkit to help them rebuild their life and let them know that they're not alone and give them some hope. We have a number of other programs that branch off from there, including giving grants and running support groups and leading wheelchair sports and adaptive recreational activities.
Oh, that's huge.
When you guys get out there and play, what is it, wheelchair basketball and rugby
you
also?
name it, we do it.
Man, when
have
those chairs are
sponsor wheelchair
colliding.
basketball team. We play murder ball. I think that's probably the one you're thinking of.
Yeah.
We do a lot of fun stuff.
That ain't for faint of hearts, I'll tell you that. Hey, so
Yeah.
Andrew, we're sorry to hear, and folks that didn't know, there was a fire last night at Ed's Mini Storage on Sierra Highway, and what happened to your guys' inventory?
Well, it went up in flames, Doug. We got a message last night that the storage facility was on fire, and just from looking at the initial pictures, we knew that it was probably going to be ours. So we checked it out this morning, and sure enough, we were one of the 18 that got burnt to the ground, and that was one of our main facilities that held all our baskets and equipment and supplies. I mean, we haven't put together a real detailed list because we haven't had access back in there, but I know it's going to be a pretty big loss for us.
Wow.
Do we know how the fire started?
Well, it's under investigation for arson, and so that's why they won't let us come back.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
What about insurance?
Well, unfortunately, I didn't click that box or something along those lines. Looking into it still. It's also fresh, but I'm doubtful that it's going to be covered.
Well, you guys have a big event coming up too, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, as chance would have it, we're holding a big fundraiser on Saturday, July 18th at the Valencia Hyatt. We do our annual casino night, and so this one will be more important than any of the other ones we've ever done because we really are in dire need right now for some support.
What can folks do right now to help out? Is there anything?
Well, I think if people would just visit our website and share their contact information, we can let them know what our needs are coming in the days and weeks ahead because right now the dust hasn't even settled. Obviously, we always need monetary donations, so if people could go to our website, supporttriumph.org. They can make an easy donation. And then lastly, if they'd like to come out to our fundraiser and really see what we're all about, the casino night's a really fun party, and this year especially, it's for a great cause.
You know, my favorite part is when you the music's playing and all your folks in the wheelchairs do their dance numbers in the wheelchair. That is cool. That is cool.
Everybody have a dance floor, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So so people can find the website. What's the website again?
Go to supporttriumph.org. Triumph like the motorcycle.
Okay.
And that's the easiest gateway into our website. Triumph-foundation.org is the whole massive site, but they can find us on Facebook and Twitter, and certainly anybody could give me a call at 661-803-3700.
One more time.
My phone number is 661-803-3700. We need help right now, and so if you guys are getting called to serve, give me a ring, give me a holler. We're trying to regroup, get some silent auction items, make this fundraiser a success, and then kind of figure out how we go forward.
Have anybody else reached out to you?
It's been so humbling, Doug. I've had so many people reach out, call, text, email. People have been donating. Sometimes, hardships bring the greatest blessings, and I think I'm seeing some silver linings in the dark cloud already.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, give us some information on the casino night.
It's on July 18th. It's a Saturday night. It's from 5 to midnight, and it includes prime rib dinner, dancing, silent auction, and then with your ticket purchase of $100, you will also get $500 in funny money to enjoy the games, and it's a social night. You get to hang out and meet people. We have lots of community leaders that are sponsors, and if you're looking for a great night out in the town and to support a great cause, this night is for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And folks, you can look in the Santa Clarita Gazette starting next week, and you'll see an ad in there. It gives you all the info you may need.
And you can also, I'm sure you can get tickets on supporttriumph.com or .org, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Andrew, we thank you for your time. I know you're at an event, and we thank you for taking time out to talk to us.
Hey, thank you, Doug. Thank you, John.
Hey, good luck, man. Hopefully it works out
All
for
right.
you. All right, that's horrible, Doug.
Yeah.
That is.
If it was arson, that's irritating.
You don't realize the ramifications for something like that in somebody's life, and to have them come on and provide comfort, and then have to go through this. It's just. Hopefully, we can get people out to support not only the casino night, but go to their website, donate, do what they need, get involved. It's a good thing to do.
Yep.
All right, you listen to Gazette Radio with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Cruz hometown station. I don't know about you, Doug. I'm tired of being the philanthropist. I think we need to get back down into the dirty fight when we're done.
Okay.
All right, when we come back.